What is up, guys? It's Tom here and welcome to a brand new Liverpool transfer news video. And Liverpool are closing in on Hull City's Andy Robertson. This could be Liverpool's new left back, our third signing of the summer. The transfer will be confirmed in the coming days. James Spears and other very respected journalists are reporting this, that Liverpool are closing in on the signature of Hull City left back Andy Robertson, as negotiations between the clubs are reportedly all but complete. So the player will travel to Merseyside, to Melwood, and complete his medical, and then when the paperwork is signed and everything is sealed, the player will be officially announced. And I can only make sense of this transfer considering our other transfer targets. We are bidding very high for Naby Keita. There are talks of Liverpool going back with a £65 million bid, but more on that in tomorrow's video. And also we are rumored to also bid for Van Dijk. If those two players, will go to Liverpool, they could cost a combined 130, even 140 million pounds. So we just cannot afford to spend what, for example, Man City spends on a fullback. They just signed Kyle Walker for 50 million pounds, which is absolutely crazy. I will probably make a video either later tonight or tomorrow about all the other transfer deals that all the Premier League clubs are doing, because there are some very interesting deals happening. Yeah, this transfer will make sense when you can see the full picture of Liverpool's transfer window. We just cannot afford to sign a left back who is worth 30 million pounds plus spend 140 million on Van Dijk and Keita. That's just the reality of the Liverpool finances. And also we still need to move on Moreno, we still need to move on Sacco, and I'm actually happy to see that it looks like that Sturridge will stay at Liverpool, because no serious bidder has come in for Sturridge to offer the money that Liverpool would need to replace Sturridge. According to The Guardian, the deal for Andy Robertson is worth a fee in the region of 8 million, which honestly in today's market, when you consider that Kyle Walker went for 50 million pounds to Man City, I just still can't believe, that amount of money. He's a good right back, he's English, he's Premier League proven, but there is no way that he's worth 50 million pounds. It's like the John Stones transfer last year. Absolute madness. And Liverpool's current left back situation is we have James Milner, but we don't really have a very good backup. We don't have an out-and-out left back apart from Moreno, but Moreno is for sale and he will most likely be sold to either Spain or Italy. And Robertson, Jurgen Klopp said himself that he wants a backup for Milner, or a player who could in the long run develop further and be our first choice left back. Is Andy Robertson seriously good enough to do that? We shall wait and see. I fully trust Jurgen Klopp and the Liverpool scouts' judgments, but we really need to sort out the left back spot. It has been a problematic area for many years. The last truly good left back was Fabio Aurelio for Liverpool, but he was a very injury prone player. So Liverpool need to get this right. Liverpool need to get this left back position right, and Robertson is a good player, and don't let the fact that Hull City got relegated fool you, because Wijnaldum was relegated with Newcastle and he is a very good player. On the only fact that Hull City got relegated, we shouldn't judge Robertson. And of course he played in a defense which wasn't really that good, so it's very hard to judge Andy Robertson individually and how he would fit in dropped into this Liverpool team, which frankly, of course, our defense has been pretty bad, but not as bad as Hull City's defense. Robertson, with better players around, with better protection ahead of him, with better midfielders, he could do a decent job for Liverpool. Robertson signed for Hull City from Dundee United. He's a Scotland international. He signed from Dundee in 2014 for just 2.8 million pounds. He actually impressed in Hull City for a couple of years. He's made 115 appearances for Hull, so he's a quite an experienced player, and he's not a young player anymore. He's 24 years old, so he's getting into the prime years of his career. So this is probably, if we sign Robertson at any time in his career, this is probably the best time to sign him. And he got 14 international appearances for Scotland. So let me know, guys, do you think that Robertson is a good enough signing for Liverpool? Is he Liverpool quality? That's the big debate that I want you guys to have in the comments, and I will reply to some of your comments. I would love to hear your opinion, and yeah, let's just have a football discussion down in the comments, because I'm still sitting on the fence with this one. Of course, I don't see the future, so I don't know what Andy Robertson could do in a Liverpool shirt, because playing for Hull City and playing for Liverpool is almost like playing two different sports. It's a completely different ball game. Some players thrive under pressure, and some players really get excited to play for a big club and put their best foot forward, put their best form on the pitch. Other players just freeze and just can't get going, and the pressure really weighs heavy on their shoulders. And we don't know yet which kind of player Andy Robertson is. That's the point that I'm trying to make. We don't know if Andy Robertson will fold under the pressure, or if he will thrive under pressure, because he never played for a club the size of Liverpool ever before in his career. But you know, the proof is in the pudding. Let's throw him in at the deep end. Well, not literally, but let's you know, try to integrate him into the team, into the squad. And I'm sure that Jurgen Klopp will slowly ease him into the starting lineup. So I actually fully expect James Milner to be our first choice left back, especially in the first half of the season, especially for the big games, especially in the first month of the Premier League season. But when the League Cup starts, and when, you know, the Champions League starts, I expect Robertson and Milner to rotate between each other. So Jurgen Klopp will have to be very smart with his rotations to keep both players fresh and motivated. And according to Calcio Mercato, Inter are looking to hijack Liverpool's move for Naby Keita. I just really hope that this doesn't happen. I think Keita has his heart set on a move to Liverpool, and we shouldn't let this happen. We have more money than Inter. We are in the Champions League, Inter are not. So really, there should be no contest between who is the most attractive club, who can pay the most money for Naby Keita. We just need to get the deal done as soon as possible, so keep upping the bid until Leipzig fold under the pressure, or until Leipzig give in to Keita's demands that he wants to play for Liverpool, he wants to leave the club. And hopefully we can seal the deal in the next 2 weeks, because we don't want this transfer saga to drag around for too long. So come on Liverpool, let's get the deal done, and let's not let Inter get a sniff of this Naby Keita deal, because we just shouldn't let this happen. And interestingly, Liverpool winger Ryan Kent, who used to be on loan at Barnsley, he spent last season on loan at Barnsley. He's on loan target for Hull City, who actually, let's do a swap deal. We send you Ryan Kent plus some money, and then you can bring us Andy Robertson. I think that would be a great deal for both players. Ryan Kent needs to play. He's nowhere near the Liverpool starting 11, so it's best for him to move to Hull City on loan at least, and to see whether he's good enough to get regular playing time in the Championship. Liverpool are also, it looks like, will sell Lucas Leiva to Lazio. At the moment, it looks like the deal will happen. Lazio offered £5 million, and Liverpool haven't rejected the deal yet. But I think Jurgen Klopp said that Lucas is thinking about the deal, and Liverpool are also thinking about what to do with Lucas. Jurgen Klopp said that he doesn't really 100% know what will happen in this scenario, so we shall wait and see. But I think if Lucas really wants to play football, he should move to Lazio. No disrespect to Lucas, but I think it's time for the young players, and we should do everything in our powers to tie Emre Can down to a new contract. And even if we sign Naby Keita, Emre Can should should play quite a lot of games, should stay at Liverpool. So Jurgen Klopp and Liverpool should do everything to keep Emre Can at the club, because if we lose him for any amount of money this summer, or dare I say, if we lose Emre Can next summer on a free transfer, that would be criminal, because he's such a brilliant player. He could be worth £30 million or even £40 million in 2 or 3 years time. Right now he is about a £20–25 million midfielder, but his potential is huge. and he could be a linchpin in the Germany midfield for years to come. So he has everything in his locker to be a great midfielder, box-to-box midfielder, and Liverpool need these kind of options in the squad. So I really hope that we keep Emre Can, and that's why I'm saying let's sell Lucas to Lazio if he really wants to play. Don't stand in his way. He served 10 years for Liverpool, huge respect, but I don't think he is good enough to play regularly in the Premier League. Maybe in some of the Champions League games where the pace is slower and it's more tactical, Lucas could thrive, and also certainly in the Italian league where the league is a lot slower than in the Premier League and less physical, and there is a more emphasis on the tactical side. I think in Italy Lucas could do really well. So these are my opinion on the latest Liverpool transfer news, and I will be back tomorrow with more Liverpool transfer news, so stay tuned. And I'm also working on a new Liverpool career mode episode, so that should be out probably early tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. See you later guys, goodbye.